All right, all right. We're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is an STSpod.club production, man. Production. First of all, before I say anything, this Friday night, that's right, Friday, January the 6th, at Ghost River, that's the SmackDown pre-party. All ages for free. We like that. I want to tell you something, Rhino. This is episode 97 of Rolling into Mempho. It's creeping into episode 100. We'll have a special, there's something special going on with episode 100 of For Rolling into Mempho. And also, this is episode, and I hope this makes you smile and doesn't make you turn off your computer, but this is episode 666. Of STSpod.club. Guys, I think this is costly. We will not take any of the bad stuff that number that people think of that number. We're gonna be cheerful because guess what? I'm BT, and that's my brother from a different mother, Rhino JB. And how the hell are you, Rhino?
I'm doing great. How you doing today on episode 666? 36 Mafia, huh?
Oh, there we go. Memphis. That goes right along with it, guys. Go to Patreon. This is the last day. Oh, I forgot to say this. Here we go. Whoa. Happy New Year, people. This is he's already drinking. It's New Year's Eve. We're drinking. New Year's Eve right here on a Saturday afternoon. Guys, have a fun time tonight. Celebrate the new year. Be safe. We want you listening to us next year. Patreon, go to stspod.club in the right-hand corner. Remember, today's the last day. If you buy a t-shirt today, all the proceeds are going to No Kid Hungry. Dude, let's get started, man. We do it every week. We do hits, misses, MVP, question of the week. What do we want to see on next week's show? And must see. Rhinos, what is your hits? What are your hits? What are your hits?
I'll tell you what they are and what they is.
666, baby.
I'll tell you what they are and what they is.
What they is, let me know.
So for my hits, I got Big John Dalton calls out Mike Anthony at the beginning of the program, wanted to get revenge for Mike Anthony attacking his father weeks prior. I thought that was really, really big of Big John Dalton to do that. I mean, he knows what he's getting himself into. It was such a big thing about him even wrestling, but then to throw himself into this type of match with Mike Anthony, no disqualifications. I was proud of him. You know, if somebody came at my father like that, I think I would do the same exact thing. So it was good to see him step up like that. It was a hit for me. Then we saw Team Russell Center versus the Hollywood Clique for the number one contender spot for the tag team championships. Team Russell Center got the W in that one. And I was really impressed with Ray Sanders. And what's crazy is I just said his name when we were talking earlier. Van Vicious. It was on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, really impressed with the two of them when I think about their involvement with Memphis Wrestling. From day one, Van Vicious has been there and pretty close tied with Derek King. And now you have Ray Sanders, who was a referee for quite some time, getting in action there. Looked absolutely great. So I was really impressed with the two of them. We saw Team Russell Center get the W, become the number one contenders for the tag team titles.
I think something you mentioned Van Vicious, and we talked about him a little bit on our Wednesday show. By the way, go back and listen to our nominations on that Wednesday show that we had. 665, by the way. Special nominations. Van Vicious is doing something in if you don't watch him as much as we do, you won't notice it. But he's adding new moves. He's adding new ways to do the same move. He's getting up out of the position from when he does a slam and stuff like that. I don't know. He's probably training with somebody or just watching somebody and mimicking their moves. But when you get a guy like this who has the looks and has everything, him improving, to me, I just see those little things, and I see what you see in him. Going to be a star. Going to be a star. All right, I'll shut up now. We had that was a team wrestle to the center. Now, what was next there? What was your next on your hits?
I have the readjustments. The readjustments. Martin, Jennifer Justice versus the Golden Savages. The readjustments, huh? I think I like it. I don't know. I'm on the fence with it, but at the same time, I do like the pairing. Martin has always been one of my favorite wrestlers to watch in Memphis wrestling. He's so charismatic and great in the ring as well. I want to see more from the readjustments, but the Golden Savages came out victorious, and you had the women's championship on the line in this tag team intergender match. Could this be the first time in wrestling that this has ever happened? I don't think I've ever seen this before, ever.
I don't know. It's one of those gimmicks where you can put a title belt and have a bunch of people in it, but I don't know if the ladies or the women's title has been put up so that someone could win it. Martin could have won it, y'all. Martin could have won it.
I was wondering if Gio could have won it.
No, he couldn't win it.
Oh, if he got the pin, I mean, but we also saw Mike Anthony answer Big John Dalton as well. And what an answer he had for Big John Dalton and Memphis in general, telling Dustin to shut up, Memphis shut up, and tells Big John Dalton that he can get his match. Man, didn't hold back at all. That's Mike Anthony right there. You know, I guess those hands are rated E for everyone, even no matter how young or old you are. You come after Mike Anthony, he's gonna accept. He's gonna fight you on when he wants to, for sure. He's backed down a couple of times, I believe, when he wanted on his time. But he answered that. Ryan Rembrandt versus the return of Action Jackson.
I say Action,
I say Jackson.
That's right, Action Jackson, brother. I love Action Jackson. I love him.
Yeah, he's so charismatic, and again, someone else that's just great in the ring. What are those? Being able to pull out incredible moves and that charisma while wrestling in the ring, out the ring, incredible talent. Same for Ryan Rembrandt, someone who I've been a big fan of for this past year. Remarkable Ryan Rembrandt.
Big upset for Triple R. Big upset.
Yeah. And then we big question for you. Does Ray Collins join the Hot Shots? Does he join?
No, Ray, no.
Yeah, he gave him a Hummer. I think that could be a good look. Justin Klein with his eye on Ray Collins there. I think that if you add him with the Hot Shots, it could do something. It could go somewhere. We also saw the main event with Big John Dalton versus Mike Anthony. Mike Anthony ended up getting the W in that one, but they really did fight all over that arena. Big John Dalton is a threat to that Memphis Heritage Championship. And those are my hits this week.
Yeah, I'm just going right along with you. I like the gun show. I like the gun show coming out with BJD. And then King and Sanders against Vicious and Cage. Heel started the heat. Go back and watch it without cheating. Wow, so smart. Something new to do. But they did. They got a big hot tag with Derek King. Loved the match. Loved perfect psychology. Anthony promo, just love the idea of Mike Anthony coming out after all this time, and we're still like glued to the screen when he's talking. Action Jackson, one of my favorite wrestlers that he just doesn't wrestle here enough. He's one of my favorite guys on the independent circuit. Oh my God. Did I say independent circuit? Do you see what I did there? Oh my God. See what I did? Action Jackson. Ray Collins, go get you a damn tag team partner and be a babyface tag team. Be the good-looking fabulous ones or something. I don't know what you're going to be. But do not join Justin Klein. Justin Klein he might have the money, and he's very, very articulate. He could talk. But just don't trust him, man. And Ray Collins is a babyface. In the main event, this was very similar. If you go back and watch the match in Big John Dalton's hometown, but Mike gave him tons more in his hometown. You'll see him doing that. But this match was laid out very well. I love the match. I love the finish. And it goes back to that saying, you can, Rhino, they could bring out 100 people out of the Wrestle Center. They could do that, and nobody could be worth a shit. Honestly, they got great trainers, and I know it's not going to happen. But I'm just saying it could be that way. But that's not what's happening. That's not what is happening with them. What's happening with Memphis Wrestling? What's happening with Rhino JB right now? But what happening with Memphis Wrestling is they are building these stars, and they are bringing us stars. And you got a guy like Big John Dalton in his fourth or fifth real match, and he's having a great match with Mike Anthony. It has a lot to do with Mike Anthony. But big thumbs up to the cast and crew all year long and bringing us really good championship wrestling and being that Memphis wrestling that we so much loved. And it's right back there. Memphis wrestling is right back every week, giving us something new. So here we go. How about this, Rhino? How about your misses for the week?
I only had one miss this week, and I apologize for that.
Kayfabe.
Okay. My misses this week, my only miss this week, it was mentioned, but we didn't get an update on Mackenzie Morgan. I was hoping to get some kind of update. Maybe we get some answers on what she remembered from the attack that happened to her or something, but that was my only miss.
You're bringing up something I don't know, and because I know the end. I don't know the end of the storylines, but I don't know if we might wait too long for them. I like them to have a long storyline, but I remember we waited for Nikki Lane to come back out. We waited for this person to come. Where are these people at when we're not seeing them? Aaron Roberts and Zay Weston, we waited forever, it seemed like, to see them. But they got a whole cast of characters, so they're just giving us a little bit at a time. I like the long storyline, but then I'm with you. What happened? Mackenzie was knocked out. What happened? We got to know. My misses, though, I'm going with I don't like matches. They did a little better job with the main event, but I don't like matches joined in progress. And so they did that with the readjustments. Let me just say something. I'm not a fan of that. That's one I miss. I'm not a fan of that name. I'm not saying I could have came up with a better one. In that match, I don't know. They used to say stuff about, some of the old time. Owen Hart was one of them where if he messed up, he just kept messing up. Even if he messed up on a microphone, I thought the promo with Martin was kind of rough, and it's usually not. Martin's usually, and then when he got in the ring, they cut a little bit. Then the match was real sloppy in spots, and you don't see that with Martin. But I wonder if you miss one thing with him, is he just going to keep? It's stuck in the middle of his mind. Just that, like I said, not a lot of misses, but not a fan. And Ray Collins, man, don't put him as a heel with the hot shot. That'd be a miss to me. No one's listening to me, by the way, with that. All right, we're up to MVP. Who's your MVP of the day?
My MVP today, though, he got the loss, Big John Dalton. He stepped up big. Really proud of him. Can't wait to see what he does next with Memphis Wrestling. He's my MVP.
All right, MVP. I'm going the opposite, Mike Anthony. Giving MVP to Mike Anthony. I love the end of that match. And I'm giving it to him. He stepped up also, but he had a lot of help with his dance partner, Mike Anthony. Walked him through a hell of a match. Hell of a match for a rookie, a guy that's had very little experience. Mike Anthony, MVP. All right, man. We're up to, I got that special little, I can slow that up too. Like I talked to myself for like 20 minutes a while ago while you was running around. But yeah, here we go. All right, we're a question of the week. That's right. Let me see. That's tiny print. I gotta blow it up. I'm old, I'm going, look, man, I can see my face there. I need a shave and a haircut, brother. Question of the week, call 573-654-4616 or email us at stspodclub@gmail.com. It comes from M. Anthony Fan. I'm assuming Mike Anthony Fan. M. Anthony Fan 501. He says, or she says, I love the question of the week and wanted to send you guys something different. We like that. Since this will air on New Year's Eve, hold on. God, that was bad. New Year's Eve. What wrestling superstar, I guess from the outside, do we want to see come into Memphis wrestling in 2023?
I got to see my guy, Lince Dorado.
Oh,
I'm hoping.
wow.
He's been making a lot of waves on the not just indie circuit over at New Japan Pro Wrestling and some different tournaments that he's been a part of. But I think that would be a good look for Memphis Wrestling to have Lince Dorado come be a part.
How about him against Zay Washington?
Oh, that would be incredible. That would be, oh, God, that would be BT.
I just booked it. Hey, Dustin.
The Booker.
BT the Booker there. Blake, man, I'm trying to think. I tell you what I would like to see. And he's already been in Memphis Wrestling, but I'd like to see a couple people come back that we had and be part of the storyline again. Good question, by the way. Something a little different. But I'd bring Booker T back. He did really well with the crowd. And I would bring him back. I don't know. I don't know what to do with him. But, Booker wrestled recently again.
Sure did.
So, man, you never know. Get him for the hot tag. And I loved, and you don't know, there was just all kinds of, our buddy Ed, who listens to every episode of Rollin into Mempho, always comments. You see his comments there's on Twitter.
Shout out to Ed.
He talked about Tommy Dreamer being one of his all-time favorite.
Yeah.
And I think he did a fantastic job. I talked to some of the guys in the dressing room after Tommy, just a super nice guy. They absolutely loved him. I'd like to see Tommy come back and tag with somebody and do something different. So there was mine was Tommy Dreamer. And you're going to have your buddy. I love the way you say that, but he is your buddy. And it would be awesome to see him against Zay Washington. All right, that was question of the week. All right. What do you look forward to next week? And I can already tell you what I look forward to, and I'm going to say it. Hair versus hair. Zay Washington, Austin Roberts, Justin Roberts. Look, Justin Roberts.
Aaron Rodgers.
For some damn reason, I love me some Justin Roberts. I know for some reason I do. Zay and Aaron Roberts. This is a feud that we don't even know why it happened, but we want to see them against each other. The hair's on the line. You're going to look like BT or JB. One of you are. So, hey, could be.
Can't look this good.
Well, that's true. What are we saying? So we both look forward to Zay against Aaron Roberts. That's Aaron, not Justin. All right, we're up to must-see of the week. What is your must-see?
My must-see this week is going to have to be Big John Dalton versus Mike Anthony. That match was absolutely incredible, and the rivalry that has been building between the two has been a lot of fun to watch, and I'm very curious, how does this end? Does it end with Big John Dalton defeating Mike Anthony for that Memphis Heritage title eventually? Is it over now, or is there more to come? It's got to wait and see, but that's my must-see this week.
I like I'm go right with that. The one thing was, and I never said it up until this point, was my favorite part, the ending off the ring apron through the table. Loved it, absolutely loved it. And like you said, just a well put together match. A guy who is a veteran. He's not really super old, but he is a veteran in the business. And taking on a rookie and having a match like that, pat on the back to both of those guys. Go watch must-see. Go watch the main event from this week's show. All right, guys. I said it to Rhino. Said it to everyone. I will say it again. Happy New Year to everyone. Be safe. Be safe tonight on New Year's Eve. If you're in Jonesboro, Arkansas, hey, man, come join the wife and I. We're going to be at the Brick House about 8 p.m. I'm not staying until midnight. That's too late for me. I got to be in bed by 9:30. And I might buy you a beer. Who knows? Come join us, and I might buy you a beer. I might let you eat some of our appetizers or something. All right. So Happy New Year's, everybody. One more time. Right on. One more time. Hold on.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Salud.
Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast. I think we had too much fun on this episode. In the business, as everyone knows, you got to be there, and I love my mama.
Me too.
No, we haven't been drinking, I promise.